What is the proper way to conduct the Melave Malka meal?
So Melave Malka is the meal that we have on Saturday night on Motzei Shabbos, after Shabbos, escorting and taking away Shabbos in an honorable and respectful way. Just like when we greeted Shabbos through a meal, we also escort Shabbos going away also with an honorable and a respectful meal. Some do Melave Malka and sit down for Melave Malka immediately after Havdalah. Havdalah is the time that you make a separation between Shabbos and the weekdays, and right afterwards they sit down and have a Melave Malka and a meal. Some wait till the house is organized. Some wait till they still have some of an appetite to sit down for a meal and not immediately after Shabbos, especially when you have a very short Shabbos. However, Melave Malka should really be performed 4 hours into the night, a third of the night. And if you need, it could go till halfway through the night, till Chatzos. Just like Melave Malka is supposed to be an honorable and respectful meal, you could have leftovers from Shabbos, but it's brought down in halacha that it's better to make and to cook a special dish in honor and in respect of Melave Malka. That's a more preferred way to have a special type of food prepared specially for Melave Malka. It is also much better to wash and have some bread, make hamaitzi for the actual meal of Melave Malka. Somebody that's not able to could also have Melave Malka through other things, but it's better to wash and have bread. We know for a fact that our Rebbe was very, very careful every Motzei Shabbos to actually wash and have a sit-down meal for Melave Malka. It's brought down in Shulchan Aruch that just like any other honorable, respectful meal, we should also light candles on the table to honor the queen, to honor Shabbos that we're escorting, and therefore you should have candles on the table while you have the Seudah of Melave Malka. Another custom that there is by Melave Malka is to have a hot drink. Hot drink is a big sgula for a few things. First of all, the Gemara brings down that Chanin b'motzei Shabbos milugmo. Hot water on Saturday night, Motzei Shabbos, brings health and brings cure. So that's the first thing. It's a sgula for making people healthy. Second thing is we have a custom from the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov brings down a pasuk. Pasuk says in Tehillim, mechabesh la'atzveisom. Literally, mechabesh la'atzveisom means that he brings cure to their wounds. Mechabesh la'atzveisom brings cure to the wounds. However, says the Baal Shem Tov, atzveisom comes from the word otzuv, sad. Mechabesh stands for the word mem ches beis shin. Mechabesh mayim chamim b'motzei Shabbos. A hot drink on Motzei Shabbos is a sgula la'atzveisom, to not be sad and not be depressed throughout the whole week. Another custom that's brought down actually in the Beis Yosef is that you try to use fresh water every Motzei Shabbos. You try to get fresh water and not the water that stayed throughout the whole Shabbos, because it's known that the special well of Miriam Hanaviyah, Be'ero Shel Miriam, there's a spark from that well that influences every source of water around the world. And by us using fresh water on Motzei Shabbos, we have the merit, the zchus, of actually taking a part of that water and drinking that water. It's a big sgula for remembering the Torah, as it's brought down from the Arizal. It's also good for health reasons. And that's another idea of not just drinking hot water, but hot water that was actually brought fresh that same day. Another sgula is on Motzei Shabbos to say stories. There was a say said by Chassidim that saying a story from the Baal Shem Tov on Motzei Shabbos is a big segula for Parnasa. They asked the Rebbe if he heard about it, and the Rebbe said that this story has 3 lav dafkas, which means not exactly. What does that mean, not exactly? Said the Rebbe, it's not just to say a story about Baal Shem Tov, it's to say a story about any tzaddik. And not just to say it on Motzei Shabbos, but to say any time, any opportunity to say a story about a tzaddik is a good thing. And it's not just a good segula for Parnasa, it's a good segula for many, many other things. But besides that, there is such a idea and a segula of saying stories. We mention Eliyahu Hanavi. Why do we mention Eliyahu Hanavi by the Motzei Shabbos? It's brought down that Eliyahu Hanavi does not come on Shabbos to announce about Mashiach. The Rebbe once explained what does that exactly mean. But we know when there's a new week coming up, we have expectations and hope and wish that Eliyahu should come this week and notify us about Mashiach Mitzvah Hashem coming. How about the types of clothes that we wear? So it used to be by the previous Rabbeim, it's brought down by other Chassidish Rebbes, that right when Shabbos goes out, you remove your Shabbos clothes. Shabbos clothes has to do with makifin, and these makifin don't exist, you don't wear your Shabbos clothes. In fact, we know that by the previous Rabbeim, they would take off their Shabbos clothes right after Havdalah. Our Rebbe would stay with Shabbos clothes the whole Motzei Shabbos. You were able to see when the Rebbe would come down to Slichas after midnight on Motzei Shabbos, the Rebbe was still wearing his Shabbos kapata, his silk kapata, his Shabbos clothes, and that is the minhag of our generation, that we stay with Shabbos clothes till we go to sleep that night. Same is about saying Tachnun. Shabbos we don't say Tachnun. On Motzei Shabbos, when we say Kriyash Mashal Amita, we don't say Tachnun on Motzei Shabbos till Chatzos, because till Chatzos is the time of Melave Malka, as we explained before. And in general, it's better not to do any permanent melacha, any permanent work before we actually eat Melave Malka. You could do some casual work, but permanent work to do on Motzei Shabbos, we shouldn't be doing till after eating Melave Malka.